All right, test, test. Are you working? Testing sound. Hello? There we go. All right, we're just waiting for it to load up. All right, well, this is my Sunday stream, doing it a little early today. Well, doing it later in the day, but doing it early this week. I'm only going to get about 2 hours worth, maybe 3. Let's go 3 hours today. But yeah, we're trying to just get some side stuff out of the way, some job quests, and if we got a little time, we'll do some other stuff as well. Hey, what's up, CJ? How you doing? Happy no more school. Are you guys out yet? Guess they're long, just wanted to hop on. All right, I appreciate you. Have I given you my? I don't think I've ever given you my Discord. Let me give you my Discord really quick. All right. We can keep in touch. House full of kids while you try to work. Bless your heart. All right, let's see if this works. Hey, what's up, Corinthius? Welcome. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I want this. Started last night. Started on work. Okay, there's the Discord, CJ, for this. Endwalker. Ah, okay. So you are quite a bit ahead of me at this point. Of course, I'm going to be streaming in earnest starting June 2nd. About Dawn Trail yesterday. Yeah, that's on my list of things to get. I'm probably gonna buy Dawn Trail right as I'm starting Endwalker, and that way, have access to that stuff. Because around that time should be the time Dawn Trail's coming out. If I'm calculating the hours I'm taking to do stuff correctly. Got your today minion. Very nice. Dawn Trail. Yeah, like all of the rewards, the pre-rewards, I was just kind of like, Same, earrings too, yeah. It's funny because as beloved as Final Fantasy IX is, and I mean it is one of the most popular Final Fantasies ever, I was never able to get into it, and I tried 3 or 4 times. So I mean I know a lot about it. I know that beautiful guitar piece they have at the beginning of the game, but yeah, the side quest stuff I never could get into it for whatever reason. I do look forward to the painting, the Pictomancer thing. I don't know if I'll do that with Pieter. That's the one I'm looking at, is maybe doing with Pieter. Depends on kind of what it has. Jim Rope was the worst. It was pretty bad. All right, I'm trying to think. What am I doing? I need to finish off Moogle stuff. So let's head there first. Moogles. Just like fire. Oh, dang. That's a bummer. Sorry to hear that. I guess I didn't hear it. Sorry to read that. I think that's the right way to say that. Oh, man. I am beat after this school year. I feel like the stump at the end of the giving tree. I am just so completely worn down to nothing. I definitely need recharging. Dr. Mugson's waving at you with a smile on his face.
Pieter, everyone's been asking for you, Kupo. You'd better speak with Old D and Master Terrison to see what they want.
All right. What? There you are, Pieter. Do not look so tense, my friend. For once, this does not concern our difficulties repairing the plaza. On the contrary, I simply wish to offer you my sincerest gratitude for your help thus far. You've given this old man a meaningful way to spend his days, and thanks to the efforts of all and sundry, I have recaptured a piece of my family's history. Yes, my family. For although House Jamail is now renowned for its skill at stonemasonry, that was not always the case. No, as recently as 3 centuries ago, we were but humble crafters. Oldie here. Rather not speak. Fair enough. It was not until a lord of House Zamael married the daughter of a minor lord, whose house was known for its deep knowledge of architecture, the first brick of our renown was laid. That maiden's family name was Forishful. The name rings familiar, yes. One of the 3 original architects of Barley's, Marshal de Forishful. His blood courses through the veins of every son and daughter of House Zamael, and his teachings have enriched our lives. To think that after more than 1,000 years, ancestor and descendant would be joined by the same work of art. Lamia must surely be smirking in her own cleverness. Regardless, I'm grateful for whatever winds of fate have led me to this moment. But enough of sentimentality. I have come to a decision. Until the day I draw my last breath, I shall continue on here and guide the Mogmenders. Of course, you're always welcome, should you wish to offer a helping hand. What's up, Oldie?
Peter, greetings. Quite the impressive work, wouldn't you agree? When Mogson first told me about Bardens, I was sure nothing would ever come and get done. I certainly never dreamed he would go as far as to receive Gildenbursty's praise. If not for you and Terracin, Mogson would still be caught up in trying to avoid work. I thank you for keeping by his side through all of this, and I look forward to seeing what works the Mogmenders produce in the future. As for me, I have no pressing engagements for the next 100 years, after which I will go into hibernation. Until then, I plan on remaining here to help with the repair of Zenith. If you find yourself back here sometime within the next century, be sure to say hello.
Only for the next century, huh? Okay. I'll find something else to do after that. You're back, Kupo. Now that you've heard everyone's thanks, it's my turn. Thank you. The Mogmenders have so much work ahead. Still, soon we'll be repairing Zenith proper. No doubt we'll face difficulties that'll make repairing this plaza look as simple as painting a pebble. But the experience we've gained here will see us through. The Mogmenders will never forget how much you helped us. And we will forever remember the power of will, perseverance, and determination. Of course, if you ever find yourself missing our company, or if you're just in the mood for some honest labor, we'll always welcome you among our ranks, Kupo.
Honest labor and Mogs. That's, We achieve Bloodsworn reputation amongst the Mogbenders. Furthermore, you'll receive experience points. I don't think I played him in Triple Triad.
Do I know Triple Triad? Why, of course, Kupo. It's all the rage in Moghome not too long ago. And I'm not bragging when I say I'm one of the best among us. I doubt you'll even be able to beat me.
Sure. So what's he going to do? Is he going to cheat? I'm going to bet he's going to cheat. The Moogle. I'm just going to go right here. We'll do this. Well, he's not cheated yet. Nice. I meant to do that. Crap, I'll take it. All right.
I cannot believe it. My cards. Have they truly failed me? Kupo. Please, Peter, you must play me again.
All right, well, that's free money for later. All right. Is there anything for having achieved Bloodsworn status amongst all of them? Seems like it's the same level as Allied was for them. So I'm going to assume there's nothing unless I see something that says otherwise. And we'll continue on. I kind of feel like Kojin is close enough too. Let's go to the dwarves first. I know the dwarves need some extra work. Some bonus and whatnot. Why is yellow see-through when it's green? I don't understand the PlayStation TV at all. Yeah, yellow is definitely coming up transparent. Lost power there for a few minutes? Yeah, you said you lost power. I wonder why. Probably baked squirrel somewhere or another, somewhere around here. Now I'm on call with Ojumi. That makes sense. Gas meter's leaking? That's bad. Is that just somewhere and that's what caused the power outage, or is that like at your house? I could smell and hear the gas coming out. That's very bad. Well, I hope you get that fixed. Well, I has overlooked something rather important.
Not only are you talented, but hardworking too. You've really made a difference around here. As for me, I've never made anything like this before, so it's taken a while to get the engine right. Who'd have thought making a tank could be so complicated? I reckon I'll have it worked out before long. There's one problem I've been struggling with. The fuel. Suppose it couldn't hurt to ask the others if they got any ideas.
I mean, it's the pole's mop. Hope you get your gas problem figured out, man. Definitely don't want to hear about you having a gas leak at your house. It's very bad.
All right, lad. It seems like the cobalt coal we use for automata ain't gonna cut it. The tank's just too heavy, even when it's empty. Never mind with a full load of cargo. Of course, making it lighter is an option, but we can't cut back on the armor. Those sin eaters will rip it apart like paper. And there ain't no point in putting a limit to the amount you can carry, because that defeats the purpose of it. Actually, I'm not sure it's a good time to mention this, but I get the feeling we're being watched. If one of those bastard hobgoblins that's followed us here, I'll smash its bloody head in. Who are you calling a hobgoblin? Rawr.
Am I about to watch a fight? Dwarf fight?
Bah, I got no time for underlings. It's a twice, nay thrice cursed run it I seek. I, Ozag the Gog, proud descendant of the great Watts, challenge you to a test of skill, with Watt's hammer on the line. What the hell's you talking about? I'm a descendant. Sorry, if you're the descendant of Watts, I'm a two-headed Amaro. His blood flows through my veins, not yours.
The lala, I left my dwarf gear. It's all cute. It's all cute.
Besides, can't you see I'm busy? I'm trying to build a prototype of the rolling tankard. A what? I don't have a clue what you mean, but that sounds fascinating. Not that I care what any of you and your band of dunderheads are up to. All I want is to challenge you and prove who's the better engineer. Surely your pride compels you to accept. Unless you're scared, that is. I ain't scared of nothing. If it's a showdown you're after.
Showdown?
A showdown you're after. A showdown's what you'll get. And not until I finish my tank. Of course, the quicker it gets done, the quicker you can put your skill against mine. Skill. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're getting at. This is your roundabout way of asking for my help, isn't it? Sure. Judging by the sorry state of that whatever it's supposed to be, you certainly need it. If that's what it takes for you to relinquish Watt's hammer, so be it, you shambling charlatan. Is this the sound of impending disaster right here? Probably. I assume you've got at least some crafting chops to back up that mouth of yours. I'll have you know even Gog babies can produce better work than the shoddy rubbish that passes for engineering of Tomra. And from what I gather, you've started building that tank of yours without even considering what sort of fuel to use. I'll be here till my next name day if you want to wait. I'll be here till the next name day if I wait for you lot to find a solution yourselves. So I'll go use the Gog's secret formula, which is sure to work. Naturally, I expect something in return. Grog. Plenty of it. I mean, sure, why not? Maybe get some for the rest of us while you're at it. Nothing like a drunken buzz to increase productivity. Yes, definitely.
Yes, working drunk is definitely the best way to go.
But there's nowhere to get decent brew for making moms around, and we'll lack the means to make it ourselves. Bless my beard, you call yourselves dwarves. Tell you what, I'll build you a brewing machine on condition I can have grog from it whenever I want. Agreed? Huzzah! I need an assistant, though. You, over there, lend me a hand, would you? Yes, boy, come here. You're the one without a beard. I've heard some convoluted schemes in my time, a few of them my own, but this is something else. Ah, well, as long as it doesn't interfere with my work, I couldn't give a hob's arse what she does. I think we can spare you for a bit, so why not humor her? It's a her, of course it is.
Let's use the girl LFL voice then, for funsies.
I'll be installing the machinery at the top of the steps, and when you're ready to see a real engineer in action, just say the word. And if you even think about sabotaging, it'll make me look bad. I should be very cross.
Suddenly, that voice works.
How does that work? How does it... Whatever.
A piss up in a brewery. That's definitely not something that should be on your alcohol.
Listen, I didn't just pick you at random, you know.
Listen, I didn't just pick you up at random, you know. I've been watching from afar, and I've seen the way you work. Well, I wouldn't go so far as to say I'm impressed. You're cut above the rest of these talentless hacks. I'm interested to see how you cope with working alongside someone of my caliber. While I design the brewing apparatus, I'll have you produce a few basic components. As you can imagine, we'll need all manner of filters to remove any impurities, which is where you come in. I suppose you'll be needing the raw materials, won't you? Let me see.
I think that's where it should take some automation.
Problem solved. It seems that Thal's habit of carrying a load of rubbish around with them actually paid off for once. What are you waiting for? I'm keen to show this bunch of reprobates what proper grog tastes like.
And we're keen to do the tasting. Now let's get to work, shall we?
Sure, why not?
Request for materials acknowledged. A crate of brewery supplies.
Travel quest, dwarf, brewery supplies. It was pretty crazy raining this morning, wasn't it, CJ? That was insane.
Done, are you?
Done, are you?
There we go.
Took you long enough, but it was worth the wait. Now we're only a few simple steps away from producing lovely, lovely grog. Grog?
Actually, I was hoping to try a new recipe I've come up with that uses local ingredients.
This ought to be good for a laugh. I bet it tastes even worse than the usual drinks you Thals serve up. As long as we switch over to my recipe afterwards, I don't see any harm in you trying it, though.
It'll be the best grog of all time. Dwunken dwarves.
Dwunk. That's what I said. Dwunken dwarfs.
down the hatch.
Under Ozog's watchful eye, Watt's Anvil is now equipped with a fully functioning brewery and essential facility. With the majority of the workforce now blind drunk, the next logical step is to begin producing large quantities of high flammable fuel for the experimental war machine. Yes, it only makes sense. The next logical step.
These stalls certainly seem to be enjoying the booze. I suppose I could do them the honor of passing a little across my palate.
You definitely should do that.
By Watt's beard. That's incredible. In fact, it might even be better than the ale we make in Comra.
Though the recipe's of my own invention, your brewing techniques are the key to its unique flavor, Ozog. Aha. Yeah, sure. I hope you don't mind me interrupting to sneeze up to discuss your sides of the bargain. What are you planning to do about my tank fuel, eh?
Planning? Why, it's already been dealt with. Take a closer look. Alcohol, that's the solution.
It looks like a brewing vat to me.
That shows how much you know. Behold, the patented GOG ethanol mill.
They are making alcohol to burn.
By fermenting various forms of vegetation, like dry grass and so on, and distilling it a few times, we'll be able to produce fuel that can be used as a range of machines. What do you think of that, you simple-minded simpleton? Well, what do you think of it?
That's bloody brilliant. You started working on it before we even gave you your grog? You don't waste any time, that's for sure. Really is quite remarkable. I'd say our doubts have been laid to rest, at least as far as her skills as an engineer are concerned.
Oh, well, let this be a lesson to all you naysayers. But the proof, as they say, is in the pudding, and you'll see the true extent of my genius once you feast your eyes on the power of ethanol fuel.
Pudding fuel? Yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. For all we know, the whole thing will blow up in our faces. But I suppose it'd be poor from not to express my appreciation, so, thanks, Ozog.
I try not to sound too enthusiastic about it. But if you're in the mood for giving praise, I reckon Peter deserves some too.
That's right, I did the one thing. Yeah, it's all right, I hadn't forgotten. Good work, Peter. Ozog couldn't have done it without you. Aye. Kitty says aye. And we dance in circles. Reputation up. Reputation increased. Trusted. You trust our reputation at Watanville. New dwarf tribal daily quests are now available from Regent at Watanville. You might be able to take 3 additional quests from Regent's reputation bonus. Additional quests become available after accepting all current daily quests from Regent. Please be advised you cannot undertake these quests if you have no remaining allowances. Have wide access to wider wares, a selection of wares from Mizzet. Is that all? Okay, good. Dwarven crafts too. Rolling tankers will be the culmination of much careful planning and applied theory, which is why I want to entrust the most vital elements to a master artisan of proven quality. That would be you. There's much to be done, but Sugar can give you the details and the resources you need to proceed. We're counting on you, Peter. Well, thanks. Bugger me silly. When we came here, no one had the courtesy to tell us these gremlins would be even more of a pain in the arse than the hobgoblins. Just imagining those bug eyes and mangy fur gets my blood boiling something fierce. As for their incessant chittering wasn't enough of a nuisance, the soldiers at the Hostile Imperative tell me they have a natural curiosity for machinery. The curiosity ends with the machines and a pile of scrap more often than that. Needless to say, we cannot suffer the infestation of these vermin. That's why, with the help of the aforementioned soldiers, I've built these traps to keep them at bay. Go ahead and lay them around for me, would you? A wheel's axle takes the brunt of the wear and tear and never has been more true than with our tanks. We've been experimenting with a few different designs, but judging from the screeching some have been making, it seems like we're not up to the task. I reckon you could use your help in crafting a solution to this pressing matter, considering your knack for handiwork. Of course, reputation only counts for so much, so I trust you'll give the parts a thorough testing before we put them to use. She gets the one in charge of the supplies, and it's him who'll fill you in on what we need. Off you go now. Oh, wait. 3 more. Our tanks may be imposing, but without the engines, they're no more than a useful pile of scrap. The engine's not the... They're no more useful than a pile of scrap. The engine's not the only moving part, either. There are countless other gears and valves that need daily maintenance. I might even say our tanks are even more demanding than our beards. That's why you should be honored to receive a noble task of helping us keep them in tip-top shape. Our tanks, that is, not our beards. Should get us all the details and the supplies besides. I've already sent word ahead to expect you. For generations, us dwarves have made our livelihoods in wresting hidden veins of minerals from the earth with our own hands. That being said, here in Anvil, the number of hands we have is somewhat limited. As is the scale of operations grows, we must look without to find whatsoever help is available. And right now, it seems that is you. Head to the House of Certain Endurance, where one of our workers oversees the mining operations. Our tasks there will be endless, and I have no doubt we'll have something that requires your expertise. Production of ethanol is proceeding at pace, but as you well know, I'm a dwarf who aims for ever higher in all aspects. Our ethanol can almost always be pure, burn more efficiently, and be more gentle than our engines. It's time we used a bit of trial and error to refine our processes. If luck is on our side, we'll discover a way to improve our ale distillation as well. We are conducting a series of experiments as we speak, and are in constant need of supplies until we get it just right. You've proven trustworthy and capable thus far, so I can think of no better man for the task. ShB should have everything you need to get started. Alright. Improve the gear. There we go. Anything interesting here? Lolinator 5.HO. The Lolinator. I really want to use that, but I don't think it fits the Peter's theme on his minions. But I do kind of love Lolinator. That's a fantastic name. My gosh. Many things. Ah, there you are. This task has ramifications for our safety and livelihoods. I would trust none other than you to get it done right. Have to love them out for this one. Yeah, I can tell it's probably going to be a tank, and I'm definitely down for that. I require cloth made from fine fibers of the utmost quality. I've chosen the materials most painstakingly. We cannot fit anything less than perfection at every step of this project. I've programmed the automaton to select its materials with equal care if you should run out. I require cloth. Oh, I guess we already did it. I thought it had a laser cannon. Nice. Once you've finished, I think you'll know who to visit next. Godspeed. Who'd have thought the GOG ethanol formula would prove so effective? Still, we Thals aren't to be outdone, and we will not be above asking for your help in creating a superior version. Our main dwarf in charge has decided to conduct his delicate work in Clearmount, far from the hustle and bustle of Anvil. Since you're planning to go there anyway, perhaps we could take something with you. I'd like you to take 3 filtration devices, essential for sieving out the impurities of raw ethanol. And you should run out of materials. The automaton is standing by to provide you with more. Take your time, and when you're done, deliver the goods to my man in Clearmount. I do hope his experiments are bearing fruit. So many missions. Ready to make some core components for the tanker, then? Glad to have you aboard. Right, so what you need from you is a 4 padded cushion to the tank's interior. We need to make sure the automaton inside is properly protected from impacts. I'm going to start with these materials, and let me know if you need more. Once you're satisfied, take what you get made straight to Regit, and he'll pass it on to the tank engineers. Someone will pass it on. They're going to put everything together. Who's passing what? Ah, come here to my test, have you? Very good. The results of these trials have proved paramount to the further development of our tanks. Of course, considering their size, it'd be folly to test the parts of the tank straight away. That's what we'll be using automaton for now. Much safer. A malfunctioning automaton could never hurt anyone, as far as I know. Now then, take these and work your magic to make 3 of the new load-bearing mechanisms. If you misplace or otherwise find yourself in need of more parts, you can always get more from Runet's automaton. Once you've finished, give the parts to my workers in weathering, and you can commence with the testing. I await positive results. Failing that, enlightening ones. All right.
Off we go in this direction.
Barrel of dwarven fire sand. Ah, so you've come at exactly the right time. We just discovered a vein of ore in this slab of rock here. I was ready to blow it wide open, but now that you're here, why don't you do the honors? Sure.
Blow it up and right next to you, bud.
Yep. Somewhat flew off. Whew. If you'd been just a few ohms closer, that explosion might have been slightly messier. All's well that ends well, I always say. A little dust and debris never harmed no one, after all. Is that what they say? And there's nothing like an explosion to get the juices flowing, huh? I get to sorting through the rubble for the choicest minerals. You go to tell Regent our work here is done. For now, at least. Sure. Let's head this a ways.
Well, my computer fell asleep. Come back to me, computer. Don't go, I need you. You're my best friend.
There we go. The hole in the side of your gas meter. So that's good, right? Is that good? That sounds like it could be the other thing. Meow. My cat has an opinion. Getting a new one? Definitely should. Faster, you slug. Faster. Oh, sorry. Gremlins. Ooh, what kind of voice do I use for gremlins?
Okay, yeah, don't nom on my arm.
Cat is like, I love you. Let me show you my love with my teeth. It's like, no thanks.
Heck that! Run! Run!
Let me guess, those are going to be the beast tribe for the next game. Usually how it goes. It's like suddenly this new creature shows up, and they're the beast tribe for the next time around. Just guessing for Shadowbringers. Not Shadowbringers, Endwalker.
What game am I on? I don't remember. When I look at things, it seems the traps are as effective as I was led to believe. That had to keep those pests out of the beards for a time being. To think the sight of mere sweets would inspire such fear in the gremlins. If not for the soldiers told me it's true, however, not the sweets themselves that are dangerous so much as what they herald. Pixies. Legend has it if they spot candy in the wild, those winged hoodwinkers will be nearby. And for all the gremlins' penchant for trickery, even they wouldn't dare get between a pixie and their confectionery. Perhaps when I set the traps next, I'll stay behind to see if the stories are true.
Sure, why not?
You're back. Judge with a fine layer of dust covering you. You've carried out your task splendidly. Boom. Despite what you saw today, there's a lot more to mining than tossing explosives at rocks. Our knowledge of the trade is as deep and vast as the mountains we venture into. And we can sniff out veins of ore that have escaped our noses from the finest miners of Lakeland. So stick with us, and there's no telling what riches are in store for you. Rest assured, I'll be calling on you again when we hit the mother lode.
That's nice.
tank component. Oh. Let's go ahead and get the axle components here while we're here. Peter, what have you brought me? Quartzing components. Now this is some fine work. Very fine indeed. With parts of this quality, our tanks will perform even better than Watts could have imagined. Lolly, ho ho ho. I'm moved to tears. Flabbergasted, duly impressed. Oh, I'm not trying to flatter you, so you'll accept even more difficult tasks next time or anything like that. I know how you appreciate true artisanship. Yes. Alright, crates of filtration supplies. Need a fancy engine component. Go for filtration system. Back at last, with vital parts for our engines, no doubt. Here's your engine component. Yes, it certainly lives up to the high standards you've set thus far. Have in mind to simply maintain our engines, but this may very well improve them. Perhaps so much as what made the new model names in order. What do you say? How about the hellacious Hobsmaster Hammer Mark 9? What's an anvil without a hammer to strike upon it? Sure, whatever, Bob. I can't tell you what a difference it makes having grog on tap day and night. Apart from the old falling asleep while operating heavy machinery incident, we're working harder than ever. Well, as long as I won't get in any kind of trouble for this, that sounds great. You there. What's that in your hand? Is it? Oh, it is.
Yes, they're your sulfur filtration systems.
Yes, the experiments must go on. And on and on. So we've managed to expunge every single impurity from our lovely ethanol. What? Not tasting the ethanol? Pure ethanol. That's what I'm testing for. You go on ahead until we get these exact words. Go on now.
Seems like the dwarves need a no drinking or tank driving policy. Probably also a no shooting policy. Maybe a no tank policy. Just no tanks. Period. Full stop. No drinking and tank driving policy. Oh, I wasn't paying any attention. Whoops. I meant to do that. Wasn't paying any attention. Speaking of no drinking and tank driving.
I was texting and driving. That's totally different. Way more responsible. Welcome back. From that divine scent, I take it you found clear amount of that trouble. How's the research coming along?
Oh yes, lots of filtration.
I see. I knew I had picked the right dwarf for the job.
These dwarves.
A diligent worker and circumspect researcher he is. I do worry about it being alone for so long, so maybe asking for your help again soon.
That's great, man. Let's see if I can keep from being murdered this time. Should be easy enough.
Now let's just stick him right in there.
Here's your axles. How does an axle work on a three-legged creature?
Yeah, this way. This way.
Without making a sound, the automation zooms off at full speed until it becomes a speck on the horizon. I mean, I heard the sound.
Well, off it goes. Did you hear that? Or should I say, did you not hear that? I dare say it wouldn't wake a baby. Well done. Well done.
I mean, I did hear it.
And now, where'd it go? I'd better find it before it falls off a cliff or worse. Automata don't exactly grow on trees. In the meantime, tell Regis the parts should be ready for use. Probably. If we ever find them again.
So yeah, the dwarves seem to have a competency problem. Directly related to a drinking problem. Or perhaps their problem is that they have no problem drinking, no matter what the situation.
Welcome back. I can tell by the grease in your hands you've been hard at work. And judging by the smile on your face, I reckon the tests were a rousing success. From the good in the anvil, we must continue developing and testing even more complex parts. Ever more complex parts. Then one day we'll have a fleet of tanks that are silent, not because they've broken down, but because they're so massively built. Silent tanks. Of course, even the most well-designed machines still need regular maintenance, but building them properly in the first place is half the battle. I sense many more tests are in store for us both. I mean, why not the silent cannon while you're at it? Okay, I forgot to grab something at Zenith while I was there, so we're going to head back real quick. And then we're going to see if we can't get Tamamizu up to top notch, and then we'll do some more Namazu stuff, and then I think we'll continue the plot a little bit. I won't get very far in the plot, but a little should be nice. I don't want that one. I want the Craver of Koopo Nuts. What have you got? I already got that. These materials. Probably be useful to buy and sell at the shop, but that's probably all I have. You have background noise to my coding? Very nice. I'm glad I can help. At least there's good music, right? Alright, what am I gonna do? I believe the next one is gonna be Namazu. No, Kojin. Kojin's next. Alright. Red Mage. Theater, we received an urgent order of pearls from the East Alanard Trading Company. There's no time to waste. We must go and harvest them at once. I shall mark the location on your map. But before you strike out, there's an important rule you must observe. To preserve the natural order, the Elder has decreed that no more than 3 oysters may be pried open in a single harvest. That is to say, choose well. Once you have 3 pearls, bear them directly to the ruby price, where the company's associate awaits. The Kami speed your way, my friend. The Red, Peter, they've fallen upon one of our caravans. By the grace of the Kami, we were able to protect the goods, but the Red brigands remain at large. I need you to join us in hunting them down. Once you've found and given them a trouncing, smear this all over them. Gold Aspect is called. And it's made by... Actually, it's best you don't know. The point is it smells foul, and it will serve to teach the offending Reds a lesson. Just make sure you wear gloves as you handle it. Even as we speak, one of our sisters is scouring the Isle of Becco for him. Seek her out first, and she'll tell you more. Peter, we're having trouble with some of our young rays. Though small in size, they're incredibly willful, and keep wandering around our territory in spite of repeated chidings. Even now they roam the crab pots, heedless of the dangers. Loath though I am to do this, they want for discipline, and I would have you be the one to impose it. Please track down the 3 rays and give them a bit of drubbing, and then feed them the pellets. Bit of punctuation to the lesson. Sure, why not? Lest you feel bad, do not. It's for their own safety. They need to be made to understand the outside world is fraught with peril. Okay, so I have CJ and Corythius. Corythius, are you interested in doing any kind of roulettes? Because I can do some roulettes at the moment, if you're interested in such things. I don't know if you're at a place where that's an option. It looks like you're not on. All right, then I won't worry about it. Just wanted to offer if you were available. While I'm in my Red Mage gear, I think I will sign up for roulette. Level 50 roulettes.
should be able to start getting some better gear soon. This tribe is the Kojin, I believe. Yeah, Kojin. The red brigands struck fast, but they fled even faster. If you would search the northern shoreline, I'll see to the rest of the isle. As Kojin, I may have told you, after you subdued the villains, you'll just smear golden aspect all over them. Do not forget this step. Several times that I've done this, I have forgotten that. The Ninja Turtles, that is correct. They're not teenage, though. They're just regular aged. They're the middle-aged Ninja Turtles. I like whenever you went on the mission and one of them was like, "Why, a talking turtle, this is so strange." It's like, what are you, dude, what? With the, I'm gonna be. Oops, wrong button. You're already ready to go. All right. That guy fell kind of quickly. No, anything but that. Oh, yes, that. Whatever it is. Talk about something being extra stinky, my mind immediately starts going to, okay, which bodily function is this actually associated with? It smells foul. Is it vomit based? Is it sexual secretion based? Is this poop? What is this? Ah, you returned. Be able to find and punish the red in the manner prescribed. Oh, well done, my friend. Our comrades shall be pleased to learn that you have dealt with the brigands. Poor sods are weak for a good while. Until such time as the order fades, they like to be spurned by their own. A fine lesson, yes? Yeah, well, sure. Also, some of it got on the hem of my clothing, and it's just lingering. I can't wash it out. I've tried. Okay, let me switch controller spear then. Gotta notice that I was nearly out of power, and I'm like, I'll take care of that right now. These are pearls. Sure looks like it. Oyster. Give me your pearls. And another one? Yeah. All right.
clever little raid that could. So I'm forgiving you guys for what you did to my man, the Australian guy. Steve Irwin, there we go. It's my brain. Feed them the bitter pellets. That's what I'm doing. So I'm basically giving them medicine. Prying their mouths open. Get in there. Shoving them out. Well, I guess I'll be doing this. Hell's Lid. Hell's Lid, yeah. Oh, dang. I'm not paying attention and use that when you want to use that. Oh, well.
Alright, go team. Follow the ferret.
It's a really weird version of Alice in Wonderland.
That's the way I wanted to do that. I tried to do that last time, but I did it wrong. Yeah, he got me. Saw that coming. It was a little bit too late. Bro, stop. Hey, I levered up. Hey, did not tell you to go to sleep. Come on, let me at it. Please stop moving so I can actually hurt this guy.
Ready to roll? All right, get it. That was fun. Down he goes. All right. And there you have it. Clever little way of its head. Make it take its pill. Chug it down. All right. I'm actually going to float really quick. I'm going to use the restroom, and as soon as I'm back, we will continue. Burb.
right, let's continue, shall we? Are you on? All right, you are. Very good. Hi, kitty. What's up? Meow, says the kitty. Kitty wants to say hi. I wish you wouldn't use claws when you did that, cat. So this is Smokey. Smokey says hello. It is now the Smokey flank show. Until Smokey eventually decides to settle down. Usually just takes a minute to think about it. After flashing the camera. And there he goes. Take your pill. That's right, you clever little Ray. Alright, and let's go ahead and do a leveling mission. We're trying to get to where we can do other things other than just Dancer in the post-game content. But right now it's going to be just Dancer for a little bit, I think. I'm going to try and improve things during my time in Kentucky, if I can, on occasional side missions. What is it, Cat? Won't be streaming, I won't have a microphone there. Hi, what's up? Oh yes, you are a cat, that's true. What do you look like?
You come for the Kojin, you say? Dare I hope you have the pearls? Our client's in considerable haste.
There you go, here's some flawless pearls.
Well, what delightful little pearls, yet small yet captivating. Yes, I believe they should make a most elegant ring. They should serve to satisfy the mistress. Lest you wonder, the order comes from the Ishgarian noblewoman, a regular client of ours. She regularly requested an adornment, specifying it must feature the finest pearls, that it must be ready on the morrow. Much as we appreciate her custom, did she not stop to consider that her request might be unreasonable? I shouldn't be complaining openly. Please forget I said any of this. On behalf of the East Island Isle Trading Company, I give you my profuse thanks. Here's your payment, with a little extra for your troubles. The company is fortunate to have dependable suppliers such as you and yours.
Yeah, I get a massage, kitty. Yeah, you like that massage. There you go. Right on the shoulders. Yeah, I know. Cat's like, more, please. Feels good, don't it, cat? Yeah, it does. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you like the massage, I know. Okay. I've awaited your return, Peter. Were you able to make a delivery in a timely fashion? Yep, here's a fat counting purse. So that was the way of it. We can choose our friends, but not our customers. Such is business. At any rate, we fulfilled our obligation and are duly compensated, and we have you to thank for it. In case you weren't aware, 'tis no easy thing to harvest fine pearls, yet by your account you did so quite effortlessly. Pearls are a gift from the Kami. This is proof that they favor you. When next we receive our order of pearls, I know to whom I shall turn. Just a minute.
I'm gonna skip through this because I need to do this first. What's up, Kabuto? Peter, I was hoping you would visit. Things have not been quite the same since we last saw Mukumo, but I have taken the words to heart. My ever-waking moment has been devoted to seeking treasures in our vault. We've made great progress, but the others insist I take a break, if only for a short while. Rather than sit here idle in Teramizu, I thought my time would better be spent visiting the good people of Arthnard who made contributions to our treasure vault. It would be a wonderful trip, made all the better by your company. If you would join me, come to Yantia. I plan to start by paying a visit to Yokai. That was our top level, right? Yeah, so I'm actually just going to turn this in while I can. Ah, there you are. How fared the disciplinary effort? Well, you know, we got them pretty good. My thanks, Peter. A lesson ought to keep the little ones in line for the foreseeable future, though it may not be apparent at present. They are some of the finest rays we've bred. We would see them realize the potential, and at times this necessitates a firm hand. To be sure, willfulness is not an inherently negative trait. It is but a shade of determination, which we hope to foster in them. With any luck, no further such discipline will be necessary, but in the event that it is, I trust you'll be willing to assist us again. You trying to show me that you feel comfortable, Cat? Is that why you're bathing in my lap? Can't get uncomfortable though, Cat. You realize that, right? I have an hour and a half to get past that Shadowbringers mission I have up. Which I should be able to, but there are a lot of side quests that keep sidetracking me, which is kind of their job, right? Alright, got that enough. You're so silly. He's tapping me with his tail like, hey, come over to this chair now. Like, no, Cat, I'm not. You can sit in that chair. I'm staying here. A weird place to receive that particular achievement. Okay. Somebody apparently got the Mapping the Realm achievement halfway through this mission. I really don't know how that would happen.
Maybe they were disconnected halfway into playing this last time. Just a really weird place to get that achievement. I think this might be just the normal. This is all the ones I've come across so far. Uh-oh. I am having some connection problems. Oh, not done yet. Alright. Nearly here. While we're waiting on this, we will get next trial up.
My, what a surprise! I trust all is well since your last visit, yes? Yes!
Quite well, thank you. A trade with you and the other Namazu has been a boon. I came today to offer you thanks on behalf of the Blue Kojin.
No, it is I who should be thanking you. Once more I can enjoy sunny days and blue skies clear of birds and their unsavory gifts. Yes, life has never been better.
So the curse had been lifted as Samuko predicted. A pity he could not come with us to hear the good news.
Samuko, who is that? It sounds more like a flavorful dish than a person.
Oh, come now, Gyoke. Surely you remember the talking doll that accompanied me the first time we met.
What a silly Kojin you are. As if I ever could forget something so remarkable as that. There's no such thing present with the two of you. No.
What in the name of Kame is going on? I don't know. I suppose being attacked by Haramuki was a rather traumatic experience. Perhaps the stress of it all has affected his memory. When a foe is truly formidable, even I cannot clearly recall what happened when we exchanged blows. At any rate, it will be unkind to make him relive the meeting with the Red. I hope I don't have to restart that entire discussion. Trying to rush through that. sage looks like they're healing anymore, so I'm going to try some. Yeah. Hey! You've levered up.
My, what a surprise.
Perhaps the stress of it all affected his memory. When the foe is truly formidable, even I cannot clearly recall what happened when we exchanged blows. At any rate, it would be unkind to make him relive his meeting with the Red. We won't keep you any longer, okay? So take care, and may the blessings of the Kami be upon you.
Farewell, my friends. Next time I will go and visit you in Tamamizu, yes. Yes!
Well, what say you we visit Reunion next? Ujikin, likely a master of marksmanship by now. Oh boy. And my computer has fallen asleep.
Got about an hour left of streaming today.
I see someone I need to do a triple tribe challenge with. Reverse. Oh, well, I lose. Oh, and it's chaos besides. Oof. Match. Okay, reverse. Let's do it. We'll do it with our reverse winner. Blue wins. Huzzah.
You're skillful in pleasure or in battle. It must be dull to excel at everything, to always be showered in praise.
Well, yes, it's very horrifying. I can speak, I swear.
All right.
It is good to see you both.
Talk of your prowess is still hot on the lips of every merchant at reunion. Your father must be proud. Please, there's no need to thank us. No, it is I who should be thanking you. If not for your generosity, we never would have been able to have the means to rescue our dear Samuko from the Red Kojin. That was a bold to thank us, yes? Would that Samuko were here. He was quite adept at interpreting your expressions. I mean, you don't remember Samuko, a talking doll no higher than my knee and the likeness of a Kojin. First Yokai, now these two. I don't know what's going on here, but it can't be good. Perhaps we should go and visit Shimomori. Surely she of all people would remember Samuko. Oh, thank you for your time, but we shall be leaving. Blessings, the Kame must be upon you. Good evening, Peter. Kabuto. So what do we owe the pleasure of this visit? I realize this is sudden, but do you recognize the jewel on my helmet?
Of course, it was the one I set in for you.
Oh, thank the Kame. Then you must also remember Samuko, the doll from whence it came.
You mean the Kakakari puppet I gave you as a gift for rescuing me?
The very same.
Yes, I remember. It was so old and worn. I was honestly quite surprised you were so taken with it. The way you would clutch it in your arms and you named it Samuko, I thought it was quite touching, actually. Though I must say, it was quite peculiar to see material produced from a doll. Usually comes from the arms or armor after a great deal of use.
But you claimed it's what brought Samuko to life.
What? I said no such thing. I know not whose spirit gave form to that material, but I fear affixing it to your helmet has clouded your memory.
No, Samuko was alive, I tell you. He was always there to say what I could not, and he helped me establish relations with a great many people.
I'm sorry, Kabuko. I do not question the puppet meant a great deal to you, but if it truly was able to walk or talk, I was not witness to it.
Have I gone mad, Peter? How can no one else remember? After everything you've accomplished, do you suppose my brothers have forgotten him as well? No one has spoken of Samuko since the Battle of the Isle of Zeki. I'm beginning to suspect it's not to save me grief. Sorry to have troubled you. I only meant to come and give thanks for the puppet and your wonderful work on my helmet. Take care, Shimomori.
I pray the Kami guide you in the answers you seek.
Let us return to Samamizu. I would have a word with the elder.
It's kind of weird.
Bunchin? What's that, Bunchin? What brings the two of you here? By all rights, you should be resting, Kabuto. A question has been weighing on my mind for some time now, and, well, I need to know. There you are. I've assembled the Divine Circle as you asked. What is it you wish to discuss? Thank you all for coming. No one has spoken of him since he was lost to us, but I wish to speak with you all about Samuko. Samuko, oh, you mean that puppet you enshrined in the treasure vault. So you do remember. And if everyone had forgotten the founder of our fellowship. What are you saying, Kabuto? It was you who formed the Divine Circle. No, it was Samuko. Why can none of you remember? Didn't think to ask since we accomplished me on my travel. Didn't think to ask since you accompanied me on my travels about often, but now I fear I must. Tell me, Peter, do you remember Samuko?
I'm sorry, but I don't. Yeah, of course I remember.
Oh, what a relief. I thought I was losing my mind. And I guess we're going to do some main scenario. Here we go. Oh, thank God. This is the least annoying option. Pretty big hard hit. And now I'm in feathers. We're in Tomb Domain. Whatever shall we do? Time for some lucid dreaming. What do you still think? Always darkness, powder and steel. It's always triumphed on us. Look, alive. There's times in the life. As well, impossible. The original weapon is not spent of Icon power yet. Icon? Yes. Come, play. Oh, such devastation.
Kick his ass. What are you doing there?
Where's the restroom while we go through cutscenes? It'll be a minute.
Can his strength truly be so great?
It is the blessing of light that confounds you.
La Brea.
Your foe acts under the protection of the crystal he bears.
So, this is what empowers him.
Beyond mortal limits. If you are to prevail, the hammer of darkness must needs be brought to bear upon the shield of light. And so it shall, for the Ultima weapon is host to a power of which you are as yet ignorant.
Speak plainly, Ascian.
The heart of Sabik. It is the weapon's core, an enigma whose surface even the vaunted scholars of ancient Alleg failed to scratch. The magic within has lain dormant for eons.
Of what magic do you speak?
A spell without parallel. Ultima. I sought the life force of the primals for no other reason but to quicken the core. For the true power of the Ultima weapon lies within its now beating heart.
And we got like 10 minutes of cutscenes here.
What have you done?
No more than was necessary for my god to be reborn.
Damn you, Ascian.
The hour is at hand. Behold but a sliver of my god's power. From the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble. Unleash Ultima!
Such devastation! This was not my intention!
It's a very funny line.
Oh, Hydaelyn. It seems the task of keeping your champion alive has exhausted what strength you had left. Van Belsar, your enemy's shield is broken. The rest I leave to you.
At least in this battle, you have amazing music.
We will speak later, Ascian. But first, I must deal with you. The question of who is mightier remains. Come, adventurer. Let us us find the answer together.
This is very pretty music. That's basically the best bet because I was nowhere near anyone else when I started flashing. The Sphinx is ShB again. Commit not the manifestation of our magic or spellcraft. And there you have it. That samurai is pretty good, actually. Really, I should have commendated the frickin' white mage, but whatever. It brings the two of you here. All right, you should be resting, Kabuto. Yeah, let's go. We've done this all. Of course I remember. Oh, what a relief. I thought I was losing my mind. Curious that only the two of you can recall Samuko as more than a mere doll. But perhaps it is not without reason. I believe the Kame was meant to guide you on a journey of enlightenment, the journey only you were meant to remember. Yet it seems our friend Peter here possesses a rare gift, which allows him to recall that which others cannot. You need mince words, Elder. You think this is all a figment of my imagination, don't you? Not at all. In fact, I had a similar experience many years ago. At the time, I assumed no one would believe me, and so I've kept it to myself all this time. But there's a myriad Kami in this world, each with their own will, their own divine purpose. In the end, it would seem this Kami was meant not for divine circle, but for you. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't jealous. Oh, what I wouldn't give for such divine guidance. This is not the time for envy, Makuro, but praise. The Kami saw fit to make Kabuto a fine leader, and the Blue have gained new allies because of it. The truth be told, I can scarcely believe how far I've come. Looking back, I see how foolish I was to think protecting my brothers meant having to push them away. Samuko taught me the bonds we share are worth more than any treasure. Heed well the lessons you learned here, Kabuto, since the path before you leads to a great many things. Whatever the path may lead, we shall walk it together. It's what Samuko would have wanted. Our quest for treasure begins anew for the Blue. For the Blue. Huzzah, huzzah. Tribal quest complete. Bloodsworn. Petition up. Petition agrees to Bloodsworn. Had all those things. Heathen gestures, we're definitely getting that. Strike for a conch, we're getting that too. Dropped Ray Mount. awful as it is, I feel like I need to go back and check Zenith again. Because I don't think I checked both the Koopa nuts and the items. I think I only checked one of those. Can't move both framers. That was it. That was literally it. Okay. So, next. Throw arrow. And then we can get that last thing. And turn my computer back on. And then that should be it. Alright. So it gets through the enlightened.
You recall the odds in book, yes? The fierce wrestling competition held by the On-Air tribe? Well, they've been gracious enough to teach us the fundamentals of the sport.
Mud wrestling catfish.
And it goes without saying that they have duly compensated for their generosity. As the saying goes, he who sows courtesy reaps friendship, and theirs would be the most valuable to the Namazu. As we speak, one of my kin labors tirelessly to prepare a gift worthy of Rainier's beneficence. Might I ask you to go and ensure the work is proceeding at pace? You'll find them toiling away at the Dawn Throne. When the gift is finished, no need to bring it here for inspection. I have every confidence it'll turn out wonderfully under your supervision. Thank goodness you're here. I know not how, but a number of my kin appear to have been bewitched. They stand about uttering nonsense all day, eyes rolled into the back of their heads. From the readings of my unbeaten tracks of Yancha, however, I believe I've discovered the means to rouse them from inexplicable stupor. Apparently, a sudden flash and sound of firecrackers have been known to return cognitive function to those suffering from symptoms, much like those I've seen in the others. Might I ask you to carry out this ritual and return them to their senses? They were last seen wandering about the Sea of Blades. And use these firecrackers, but try not to hurt them. They still have work to do. The Dothral have been so very generous in educating us in the ways of archery. I thought it only natural we repay them somehow. Thus did I seek out our most skilled chef to prepare an assortment of delicious delights in their honor. Yes, there's no denying his culinary prowess, so long as he has assistance in keeping him on course at least. And on his own, well, if he were a Vera like you, I would say he's all thumbs. He presently is at Namat's retreat, gathering ingredients. I would put my mind at ease if I knew you were there to help him.
Sure. I can do that. I love this music. This music's fantastic. Go to the other side of this rock real quick, shall we? Ooh.
Senpetsugetsu, you say? Oh, thank the heavens, I've made a complete hash of things, and not the delicious sort. No, I somehow managed to ruin my favorite cooking knife. The handle simply snapped off while I was mincing some herbs. Could you fashion another, please? Please? This great hair should have all that you need. If there's anything else you need, anything at all, don't hesitate to ask. I'll be gathering more herbs in a tribute to Thrall.
Yes, I shall use my weaving skills to make you a new knife.
This is a cornucopia of crafting materials and retrieve all that you need for your work. Should have done the excellent while I had a chance. Oh. I can do this work in my sleep.
I imagine I've gathered enough herbs here by the time you finish. Do not try to take too long, though.
Here's your culinary knife right after you asked, you jerk.
Oh, yes, yes. This is perfect. Exactly what I needed. At last I can finish my work. The Dothraki are quite taken with my cooking last time, delighted by its myriad of flavors. I'm sure they'll love the next culinary creation. Telsa gets her to finish the dish, to expect a dish worthy of the big one himself. Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. Oh, here we go. Ugh. Super Namazu.
My stomach keeps twisting and turning. It's all I can do not to heave.
Here you go. Have some firecrackers. That'll make you feel better.
Thank you, thank you. I feel so much better now, yes, yes. And if you'll excuse me, I'll be heading back to Deliriero. My knees feel weak, my arms so heavy. I can't go on. No, no, not another step. Do you have any spaghetti?
No, but I have firecrackers. Here, eat this.
What? How did I get here? Strange, I feel suddenly refreshed, reinvigorated, ready to work. Yes, well, I better be off. Yes, yes.
Yep.
Everything keeps spinning round and round in endless circles.
Here, have some firecrackers. They're on the house.
Oh dear, I know how it looks. Actually, I don't, but I'm sure it's not good. I promise it won't happen again. No, no, no.
Next one should be up on the big basin thing. If I'm remembering correctly. And there it is.
Seketsu sent you to help. That high-whiskered braggart. Does he not think I can't handle this on my own? Well, I suppose I could use an extra pair of fins or hands. I actually plan to make a number of things for the Owenir. Yes, several gifts to show our appreciation. If you could take some of the supplies from this crate and craft a pair of satchels for me, I can handle the rest. When you're finished, you can give it to our instructor over there. It should make for a pleasant surprise coming from you.
Sift through the cornucopia of crafting materials to retrieve all that you require for your work. Generous gifts. Okay. And more generous gifts.
If you have business, I am afraid we must wait. But I want to give you gifts. This is from the Namazu, you say? I'm honored to know they believe my teachings merit such a reward. I presume their leader, Sagetsu, is responsible for this gift. Pray, give him all the Namazu of Doro Ilo, my thanks. To be honest, I was unsure what to make of the request at first. Even now I wonder how they may attempt to imitate the art of Azimbuch. But they listened to my words earnestly, and their intentions seem genuine. Perhaps someday their efforts will bear fruit. That's good. Oh, off I go into the wild yonder. We get to the enlightened. Welcome, surprise.
So how did the Aranir receive our gift?
They seem to like it all right.
Wonderful. It's safe to say our lessons can continue. Perhaps someday, with enough training, we could even compete against them in the Azimbuch. Imagine if we won. We could become the leaders of the Aranir clan. Oh, not that we would intentionally usurp power from their leader. That would be absurd. The others returned not long ago, full of vim and vigor, ready to get back to work. Those fireworks are more effective than I had hoped. I realized before I said they appeared bewitched, but surely you don't believe such a thing could happen, do you? That's more likely they stole sips of the sacred tea they've saved from our period celebrations, which means they've discovered a cure for inebriation, another leap forward in more civilized Namazu society. Welcome back, friend. How fares our chief?
I don't know, he's all right.
Did he now? Thankfully, by surpassing foresight, was able to lead you to him in this hour of need. But the trawler liked to experience a meal unlike any other, assuming, of course, the chef does not literally throw himself into his work. To think I ever wondered why my kin have had such trouble mastering the bow. At our present pace, I dare say we'll be keeping the thrall's bellies full for quite some time. Should our chief be beset by troubles again, I hope we can count on your help.
Alright. So from here... to Nanta, right? I think that's all. Yeah, I think that's all we're gonna get right now. So, on to this right here. The end of Shadowbringers. Oh, a long road getting from over here. Alright. Duck bills. That doesn't sound very nice. Alright. Duck bills. Ooh. Alright, so where are we heading? Over here. Just need to get to where I can start picking up the max level gear for Heaven's Word. Not Heaven's Word. What is this? Shadowbringers. You have business with the Crystal Exarch? Just say the word, and I would be happy to escort you to the Ocular. Sure, I'd love to enter the Ocular. That sounds wonderful. Hey there, Crystal Exarch.
By your deeds has the blinding light been banished from these skies, and the Sin Eaters driven to retreat. Although our many hurts will be years in the mending, I have faith that this world and her people will one day be whole once more. With no rejoining in prospect, the Source need no longer fear the coming of an 8th umbral calamity.
And with that triumph, the future from which you came will no longer come to pass. Yet here you still stand.
So I do. I wonder if that other age continues onward somehow, cut adrift from time's flow. Or have I simply etched myself a place upon this new block of history? Either way, this is an unexpected development.
Quiet.
As the summoner of your souls, my death was meant to release you back to your world.
Uh-oh.
Yet I am very much alive, and you are still stuck here in the First.
Well, everyone but me.
I believe I speak for us all when I say that we are happy to postpone our return if it means your life is spared. We will seek out another way.
Besides, I never had any intention of rushing home. There are people here I still need to thank, and this means I might actually have time to do so.
Yet we dare not neglect our comrades in the Source.
That's what I was thinking. Don't they have like an empire knocking down their door?
Mistress Tataru, to name but one, will be most anxious to know how things stand with us.
Quiet.
So, you'll just have to make the journey alone for the moment. Be sure and give a full report to our fellow scions, would you? Oh, and we'd also appreciate any news you can bring us from back home.
Then I see no reason to delay. I can open the path from here.
All right.
I imagine we each have matters demanding our attention, so let this be a farewell for us all. Send word when you've resummoned our friend. Oh, and do try to ensure he arrives within the city next time.
Of course. I shall strive for utmost accuracy. No strange forests or unplanned passengers, I promise.
I'm a little relieved, to be honest. I would have been terribly lonely if everyone had suddenly disappeared.
Indeed.
But I understand that you have to go. Safe journey, warrior of darkness. I hope to see you again soon.
Just a moment while I attune the portal. Then you can be on your way.
You know I've been heading back and forth this whole time, right?
When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall as the heroes of Eld. But like a fool seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens, my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short. And then one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me in the flesh. A hero who looked at the horizon and beyond and saw I knew not what.
What is it,
All
kitten?
I knew was that I would give anything to stand at that hero's side. Would that it was so easy. The glory of the heavens was ever beyond the grasp of those who never thought to reach for it. But if I have gained anything from all of this, it is the courage to stretch out my hand. Do you hear me, Grahatia? This is no time for sleeping.
I don't know that number. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace at the Source. The Adventures of Estinian. And such devastation.
To the west gate. I want to know what's happening there.
Same as the others. Struck down with a single blow. An unfortunate day to draw guard duty. Forgive me. These were your people.
We took advantage of this slaughter to slip into the palace. 'Tis not for me to grieve them. That was the Emperor! Wait!
Well, I guess who's going to get blamed for the Emperor's death then?
Uranians!
Gaius, you've missed your part in this, I'm afraid.
Identify yourself, demon!
You were hoping for the Ascian? The Craven shed this skin and fled, rather than face me. A pity. I was looking forward to crossing blades with myself. But I cannot deny the feeling of satisfaction. Body and soul reunited at last.
What now? The game continues, but the pieces have changed.
Quiet.
Only if we trust in a paragon's words. A mistake I do not intend to repeat. Gaius!
He speaks the truth. Elidibus is gone. Tore a hole into the rift. Xenos, my foolish, greedy son. Was a second life not enough? Was the Empire too rich a prize to ignore? True freedom for our nation, our people, will never be won by a spoiled princeling. The burden of this throne is beyond you.
'Tis you, Father, who have struggled with this burden. Simply holding the Empire together has occupied your limited faculties. But you may take comfort in knowing that I have no intention of pursuing your tedious agenda. Nor am I interested in ruling over the Empire's lands. I came only to remove that which ruins my sport. I will not have my prey stolen by your petty wars and cowardly weapons.
Well, there you go.
You would kill me just for that.
A little regicide in the morning.
I need no other reason. Any and all who interfere with my hunt will not do so twice! I heard the Ascians speak of Zodiac, an Eidolon. Even the will of this star is but a construct of our own making. We shall gorge upon their strength, and then, my friend, our contest shall begin anew. Xenos!
Okay, time to go to the Rising Stones.
But, Peter, is that really you?
Dude, I've been around all for like the entire time.
How? When? We didn't think you'd be back for ages.
I keep coming back. Would you rather I went again?
Oh, don't be daft. I just can't believe you're actually back. We heard the good news from your pixie friend, but nothing compares to seeing you in the flesh. As for the situation on this side, the Imperials are still eyeing our forces from afar. From what I've told, the Garlean armies have been slow to react and seem reluctant to commit to any large-scale engagements. It's an odd sort of stalemate. Otherwise, we've yet to see any sign of that awful Black Rose weapon we were warned about. Oh, I suppose we did call in an old friend to help out on that count.
Oh?
Kryl and I had a terrible time tracking him down. Thought it'd be worth it to see the look on your face when you find out who it is. Anyway, I was just about to make contact with this helper of ours and then confirm our latest news at the front. Might you fancy having a rest while I do?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, the Warrior of Light, back where he belongs, as if nothing had happened. You seem different somehow. You'll have to tell me all about your adventures when we next have a spare moment. Until then, welcome back.
I'm glad. Quest complete.
Oblivion has claimed him. Emixelk gone. The Habrea gone. I alone remain, the last of the unbroken. Once more, I'm moved to reevaluate the potential of these tattered souls.
Ah, Xenos, never did I dream you could overpower me so completely. Possessed as I was of your body and all that uncanny strength. Now that I have shared with you the truth of this world and its reflections, who could predict how events will unfold? Not I. Emissary, what a poor jest that title has become. The flow of history has become muddied. Its currents wild beyond my capacity to direct them. The moon! You wrestled the advantage, Heidelin. The thieving hands of your disciples tighten their grip on our star. The origins of the world remain hidden, its inhabitants ignorant of their broken existence, just as you and your creators desired. And they celebrate the gift of imperfect life, uncaring, unknowing as we weaken and fade. But do not imagine yourself rid of us. Though your champion has indeed proven the most egregious obstacle to our ascendance, a barbed thorn on my side, he may yet be removed and cast into the abyss. Yes, it can be done. I'll keep these heroes mired in the first, and victory will be ours at the last. Warriors of darkness now, are they? Well, then their fate is decided. They shall meet the same end as those who came before. Death at the hands of warriors of light. That's what I find a little confusing about the motivations of the Ascians. Do they command light or not? Are they warriors of darkness or not? Man, there's a whole lot of epilogue here, isn't there? It seems you were right. Yes, there is something out there. But it would mean crossing malms and malms of this infernal emptiness, which is rather unhealthy for living creatures as I understand it. Even were we to restrict ourselves to brief forays, I don't like to imagine the effect it would have on our aether. But you still want to go, don't you? We may have saved the world, but we haven't reclaimed it. Oh, when you put it that way. What choice do we have? Well, of course I'm going with you. That's what family is for, isn't it? Come, let's head back and prepare for the mad journey of yours. Thank you, Thancred. We're still going. The blazing skies give way to gentle night. What hand can end the war of dark and light? Trust parties unlocked. To complete the main scenario quest Shadowbringers, you have unlocked the Trust system. Trust allows you to repeat previously completed main scenario dungeons with a party of NPC avatars who will gain experience and level up in accordance with their duty participation. To bring up that interface, select Trust under Duty in the main menu. For more information, please refer to help found within the interface itself. I guess that's something I'll be doing. Furthermore, bolstered by your experiences in the first, you're now able to accept new quests from job-related NPCs in the source. In order to access them, the following conditions must be met. Reach level 80 in a given job, complete the relevant level 70 job quest, complete the associated role quest line. Quest locations and other details can be reviewed with a level 70 job quest journal entry. In addition, quests to unlock new content have now become available in the Crystarium. Rest well, Warrior of Darkness and Light, for 2 worlds of adventure await your return. Shadowbringers!
Peter, God, it's good to see you. Hope your being here means you've had your fill of rest.
Not so much as 40 winks, truth be told.
You're too selfless. That's your problem. You're no good to anyone if you don't take a break every once in a while. Anyway, not much has happened since your last visit. I had planned for you to meet that helper I had told you about, but he refuses to answer his link pearl. I do hope he's all right. We've been exchanging messages from the Eorzean Alliance throughout, though. They say the fighting has finally stopped in Gimmet Dark, and that the Empire has shown no sign of improvement or movement, which means that we might actually have a moment to ourselves for a change. Seeing as you're back, maybe you could tell me more about your time in the First.
I suppose so.
Great. Oh, and if you don't mind, I'd like to ask Flamin to join us. And she'll want to know what happened to Minfilia, and I think it's best she hears it from you. We'll meet you on the terrace of the House of Splendors.
All right. First off, there's nothing in here, right? Okay. Just double checking. Come on.
Peter, it has been too long. Tattoo did mention that I would be joining you, did she not?
Yeah, she did.
Thank you. Words cannot well express how I've longed to know more of the First. This world Minfilia had sacrificed so much to save. But come, take your feet. Rest your feet. Tattoo should be arriving shortly. I didn't actually take your feet.
And so Minfilia chose to pass on her gifts to the next oracle, this girl who's Thancred named Rin.
To have such a burden thrust upon her as a child, wanted to embrace it when given the choice. In that respect, they are quite alike. It would seem her legacy is indeed in capable hands. Peter, might I ask a favor of you when next return from the First, to tell Rin what I cannot? To tell her thank you.
Sure.
And I would offer thanks to you as well, for staying with her to the end.
Mm-hmm. Begging your pardon, but could I have a word?
Royal, hope you're here to tell me you've received word from our helper.
I wish. Nay, I've not had a peep out of him. It's been a good long while now. Too bloody long. On account of which, I'm going to sneak over the border and see if I can get a signal to him from closer up.
But what if they catch you? There must be another way.
Well, it ain't as if I'm going to ask Thancred to do it. Besides, I shouldn't have no trouble picking my way through Gimmet now that the fighting's died down. God's knows there's enough shadows to hide in. And it beats waiting around here twiddling me thumbs. Any road. I just thought I'd let you know. Now, I'd best be... I nearly forgot. Crawls at the stones and she wants a word. Something to do with patience? She'd be getting ready to examine them again after when we left.
best head back then. I'm sure it's important.
Sure.
Bye.
All right.
Seems she's still examining them. I do hope it's nothing bad.
You're here. Good.
Okay, this will be my last mission, then I gotta quit.
So, how are they?
Well, they're not dead.
Still locked in slumber, but otherwise in good physical health. For the present, at least.
For the present? Oh no, is something wrong with them?
I'm afraid there may be. I summoned you after detecting faint signs of instability in Thancred's corporeal ether. But subsequent examination suggested all 5 might be affected. And when I examined them just now, my fears were confirmed. Tellingly, the degree of instability varies between them. Thancred exhibits the most notable signs, followed by Y'shtola and Urianger. The twins' ether, meanwhile, remains relatively stable, but there is a change there too if one knows to look for it.
Hold on. Isn't that the order they were called away in?
Right.
Indeed. Which leads me to believe the instability will only increase with time. Though I can but speculate, I fear this may be a symptom of a weakening link between body and soul.
Makes sense.
By the gods! What happens if the link is broken?
I cannot say for certain. This is all unknown territory to us. Yet whatever happens, it cannot be good. Mercifully, the instability is still only slight. And you may rest assured Master Matoya and I will do everything in our power to keep it from worsening. Be that as it may, it is imperative that you find a way to restore our friends' souls to their bodies.
Leave it to me. I got this.
Thank you.
But where's he even supposed to start? We had the greatest minds in the realm hunting high and low for an answer, and they ran out of places to look.
You stated in your report that the Exarch had originally intended to reverse the summoning process by means of his own death, correct? Raha always was a reckless young fool, ready to die for the first righteous cause that came along. His plan might well have worked, but I for one am glad he never had the opportunity to see it through. Even if it does mean our friends must remain stranded a while longer. There is another way, I am sure of it. And the key lies with him, with the Exarch. Pray return to the First and apprise him and the others of the situation.
Okay.
We, meanwhile, will do what we can from here. And, if the fates are kind, we will have good news to share upon your return.
Quite. Sounds like a plan. So I think that's probably a good stopping point. So we'll stop there. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you when I return from break on June 2nd. Have a good one.